that was one of the standoffs we had between Jeezy, but he ended up protecting him that night. And I don't know if he ended up clearing that record. I don't know if he never cleared that record. I don't know. I think him and Blue was still, they was cool that day. After that, because that happened, then after that, that's just like, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that record. I think Blue ended up putting it, I think it got cleared and Blue put it out and it got pulled. I think the record got pulled or something, yeah, from the DJ pools.
Yeah, that's what Blue said, that
Yeah.
it ended up getting, they had it going in rotation,
Yeah.
but Jeezy wouldn't clear it, and they had that I believe Clear Channel. I believe he said ended up pulling the record from
They
there.
pulled the record from him, so Blue was very disappointed, and he was like, from that point, shit was going downhill, man. We was on tour, maybe like, we end up burying, we had to go all the way back to LA and bury Baby Blue. So we buried Baby Blue, and at that point, shit was getting crazy. Meech, wasn't sending money like that no more. And he sent money to bury Baby Blue. He buried Baby Blue. He did that. He buried Baby Blue. He sent money for that. Meech mom, she called and gave condolences, and shout out to Meech mom, love her. But after that he kind of like dismantled the tour. After that, he was like, man, everybody go back home. Meech fucked up. We got to figure out. He was still out on the streets, Blue. And then I think Blue was in Vegas. I got a call. Blue was in Vegas. I got a call, and he was out there when I went to see him in Vegas. It was a magic show going on or something. And Blue was on the run. He was like, bro, they coming to get me. And I didn't believe him. He picked me up. I used to pick him up, and he used to be in my car, and he'd be in the back seat hiding out. Just on his, like, when they came and got him. Cause they came and got Blue later. Somebody told on Blue. They came and picked him up later. So by the time I got word, like at the end of the like last, just being around the homies and shit, it was like Blue was he was on a run. You feel me? And he, back in the Myspace days, he was on Myspace. No, his how he knew that they was on him. One of the Blue assistants in New York was on his MySpace page answering fan mail. And the feds hit her door, thinking that he was there. You know what I'm saying? So she called Blue like, hey, they just hit my door looking for you, bro. It's going down. So then he was in Miami. I mean, he was in Vegas. He was on Blue was on he logged into his MySpace page at his girl house. It raided his girl house. You know what I'm saying? They was on him. That's when he knew like it was going down. Like then, like I say, shortly after that, they probably got him and sent him back to Atlanta. But yeah, man, this whole journey with money, like I've been in this shit, man, and like through the beginning and end, like.
How did you first hear that Meech got arrested or Meech was on the run?
When we was after we left Miami, because when we left Atlanta and went to Miami, around that run, we was out there doing we was out there promoting, doing clubs, Crowbar. You'll see it on the internet. You look up BMF Go Hard, Go Home or Miami Beach. Right then and there, the feds was hitting our houses. They was pulling up, following us, we was at clubs. They was in the clubs. We seen informants in the club with us. We seen informants, we seen these guys looking like police, only smoking cigarettes, not drinking, looking like police, looking at, in the club, in their little section, looking at who like there's informants. He had a gift for gab at pointing out who was feds. The homies, you could tell through their haircut, through the way they get down and what they do when they out. We knew it was coming to an end. And Meech, he sat me down. Like I remember like the talks he gave me, like I would sit down with Meech and he was giving me that story. Like he was like, man, bro, he's like, that's one thing about me, this journey. He said it was certain people that I shouldn't have had doing certain things that I knew that will fold, under pressure or whatever. And he was telling me that type of shit, and he was like, man, he said one thing about when I go down, he said, I'm gonna do my, he said, y'all, he said, he told me, Blue, everybody, he said, y'all better do y'all BMF shit, cause I'm gonna do my BMF shit. And I guess that mean what y'all see right now with the TV show and different shit. He was like, man, whatever they telling me, he was like, whatever they telling me, I did, yeah, I did it to the fullest. I'm accept it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I might put dubs on tens. He told me, I don't give a fuck. They say I sold 100 bricks, I'm gonna say I sold 200 bricks. Whatever. I remember that talk. And he telling me like the reason why he kept me away from certain shit. He kept me like you know, the up, you know, the rise and fall of it. You know, just being around certain people, man, you couldn't help but to hustle and be around do certain shit. It was time Meech gave me money to go pay for something. You know what I'm saying? And the bill might have been 20,000, but he gave me 25,000 and told me to tip them an extra 1,000 and you keep the rest. And I used to be like, well, why you like to tip everybody, man? And he wanted me to, we was in the studio for like a week and we ran the studio bill up to like 20 grand. You feel me? And we got street money, you feel me? And so he handed me 20,000 with crinkled up $5 bills, crinkled up $10 bills, all in rubber bands. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was some real money. I knew it was some street money. You feel me? I knew this money didn't come from the bank. I knew this money came from some 100 smokers, 1,000 smokers, 1,000 customers or something like. And the hustlers put their money together to buy these bricks. Like, nah, I mean, it would be situations where we ran a bill up to 20,000. He'd be like, man, here's 20. I'd be like, man, we owed him 20. Here's 25,000. Why? We only owe him 20. No, get him an extra 1,000. Why? Because everything over 10,000 got to be reported. And if we tip them, maybe they won't give us up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they won't. Maybe they feel like, oh, I'm a part of it too. So like he had a cold strategy. You know what I'm saying? The greasing people and the getting people, even Bleu Davinci to us to around. Like he always, whenever I asked Meech, like whenever I was around him, he didn't need no money. You know what I'm saying? He would pay for everything, from bitches to everything. So one thing about Meech, it was like whenever you would leave him, that's when you would get a payout. You feel me? And so I would be around the homies so much, like I was on salary. They put me on salary, and every time I would be with Meech, he would pay for everything. He didn't need no money, and I would get tired of that. I wanted my own 10,000 in my pocket, you know, instead of, you know, my monthlies. I had to take care of my shit. I needed my own bread. So every time I would be around Meech, he'd pay them niggas would pay for everything. Everything I asked for, they needed, it was there. You know what I'm saying? And even I come to find out that when you leave them niggas, they made sure you were straight too, because they wanted everybody that you came around and knew that you came from money. You feel me? So even when I would leave Meech and go back home, or I go to produce for other people, he made sure money wise I was straight. You know what I'm saying? And I had extras on me. You feel me? And that was one of his strategies to, you know what I'm saying, to being a leader and to keep having all these people around him like that, you know what I'm saying, over these years, you know what I'm saying, the Blues and us and the Gucci Mans and the Jeezys and the people that was around, the industry folks, and you know, because he knew that science to, you know what I'm saying, to tipping people and, you know what I'm saying, making sure people were straight, you know what I'm saying.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.